Good morning, everyone. Okay, we'll continue on our book reading this morning. Toyota Way to Service Excellence by Jeffrey K. Liker and Karen Ross. We're in chapter 7, which says macro level people principle. And so far, we've been looking at common types of organizational design. Yesterday on page 238, we continued with the metrics organization. The metrics organization, where it's a type of organization where you don't have one boss, where team members have like 2 or 3 bosses. That is where I explained that there's a hierarchy of authority in this organization. 1, it leads to effective communication between the bosses and the team members. 2, everyone in the organization aligns towards a common goal. And the third one is that they respect each other. And I said that this is the kind of organization that every organization, every firm should use. And it is the kind of organization that Toyota is using to build their culture for standards. So today on page 299, we'll continue with the common types of organizational design. And today we'll be looking at networked organization. Networked organization. So this is one of the newer forms and appears to be loosely structured anarchy. Empower people, make the organization's purpose clear, and allow them to ebb and flow with those they need to work with on their own. Remove barriers to effective communication. Do not presuppose there is a best way of organizing on any given day. In principle, this seems utopia, but we have seen it devolve into chaos. One company that is making it work in Menlo's innovation, as we will discuss later in the chapter. Menlo CEO, or formerly chief storyteller, Richard Sheridan, liked to say that when he and his partners formed the company, they forgot to create an organizational chart and assign people to bosses. He says there are no bosses, only people doing work for customers. At Menlo's, there is evidence of a high-performing networked organization. For example, programmers with huge range of experience pair together to write codes, and the pairs change every week. Calling a meeting is as simple as shouting out in a big room where everyone works, "Hey Menlo." The response will be everyone shouting back, "Hey Jeff," or filling name. Then you are on the spot to say what you have to say or ask what you want to ask. On the other hand, Menlo actually has very clear structures, and there are many of them. Pairing is not a choice of people floating around a room. It is a formal requirement to write codes. Pairs are assigned every week by a manager, not self-selected by participants. Rich Sheridan can call himself what he wants, but he and 2 partners are the senior executive, both formally and spiritually. Nonetheless, Menlo functions as a highly customer-focused and productive customer software house without a lot of evident hierarchy, and which clearly defines roles and responsibilities that do not appear on organizational charts. While organizational structure matters, we still believe that how people think about customers and their work and their relationship with others, and how they think about the purpose of the organization and where they fit in, is far more important than where they sit in the organization. The most important thing is to focus intensely on understanding changing customer needs and to work to align all the people in the organization in ways that allow them to serve customers, to fulfill the organization's purpose, to fulfill the organization's purpose. In that way, customer focus and deep expertise remain balanced across the organization. Okay, this is where we'll stop for our reading this morning. We've just looked at the last type of organizational design where it says networked organization. It describes this type of organization as one of the newer form that appears to be loosely structured anarchy. That means there is no hierarchy in this type of organization. You only have one CEOs and probably an executive. Other people work as a staff or are defined by their role and their performance. And the company that uses this is Menlo. We've read so many things about Menlo, how their standards, their structure, and how customer focus they are. So in this network organization today is also using Menlo as an example. So Menlo function as a highly customer focused and productive customer software house without lots of evidence in hierarchy and with clearly defined roles and responsibilities that do not appear on organizational chart. So it's not that organizational structure doesn't matter. Organizational structure really matters, but at Menlo's there is no hierarchy. You have just a CEO and an executive and other people working together. And it described Menlo as if you could remember previous pages, Menlo is a software company. So each week or each month you have a new set of teams working on a software. So there is no hierarchy in this organization. So that is a brief summary of what network organization really means. Now next book reading, we'll be looking at organizational design and high performance organization. Thank you.